Hi, I'm Dave.
And I'm Steve.
We're from MODWHEEL.
And today we're going to show you our new feedback library, which was developed over the period of time that we were sort of stuck inside, not doing much.
Here it is. First patch, straight on in.
This is performances of guitar and microphone feedback, which were done by our good friend Dave Long. We've been playing music with him for about 30 years or more, and he's a master at creating awesome sounds using his guitar and microphones.
Also, recently, as many of you will know, we moved studio. We're up on a beautiful hilltop, and as part of our studio, we get access to what you're seeing on the screen near the Stella Maris Chapel, which is an awesome recording space. So we wanted to take full advantage of that and try it out, and Dave Long was in with us to do some recording, and we ended up with a library of feedback.
Yeah.
Okay, first patch. So atmospheric, and then it says MODWHEEL crossfade, and that's telling you that there is going to be layers that are cross-faded in using the MODWHEEL. These are long performances, some of them over a couple of minutes long, and then 4 different layers that you can have.
So if you just play a note and leave it to play, it just plays a beautiful performance in and of itself. But if you scroll through the MODWHEEL, you're introducing different layers and fading out the original, so you get to choose and sort of perform it.
And now stop for a second, Steve. Let's just run through what you get: the near mic, you get a mid mic a little bit further away. Understand? You with me?
I'm with you.
Okay. You get a far set of mics way down the other end of the room there.
I see.
If you look here, Steve, I don't know whether you noticed when I played that, different. It's been transposed. So all the mics can independently be pitched up or down an octave.
Wow, isn't that interesting?
I think it is. So all together, and then over here it says tuned and original. So because these were just long moments of feedback, they weren't necessarily in any particular key.
Well, they'd start in tune, but the feedback, the harmonics and stuff that came in wouldn't necessarily be in tune. So we've kept the originals and we've also tuned them, so you get the choice. But the blend control set in the middle just creates a really nice chorus effect.
So there's 27 patches in the stereo version. We've also done a surround version, so we'll show you that later. But first off, there's 27 patches. These ones down here, Steve, there's 3 that say rhythm, MODWHEEL rhythm, and that's, what's that for?
Well, that's,
fill me in.
if you click on the effects tab and we see the rhythm panel there, that is controlled by the MODWHEEL. So when I turn up the MODWHEEL, it introduces that pattern.
I could
which
change
you
that.
can adjust.
I could change that pattern and make it 64ths or 30 seconds.
Yep.
And I could also just change the pattern. Or I could turn it off if I didn't want it.
Or I can turn it down on the MODWHEEL.
Yeah, so that's set on because you have that. You can ride it over on the MODWHEEL. There's a filter section. We've taken out a few mids on this one because we'd have sort of curated these
A little bit.
But
Well,
you get
quite a bit actually.
Yeah, and then down here, Scatterbox, our sync IR special source for if you sync. Yeah, you get reverse ones, and with this, you get Atmoses, and you get ones. These ones labelled phantoms will give you a sort of a convolution. Let's say F minor. Okay. Give you a convolution,
And there's
pitched to wherever you want to be.
yeah.
Turn that down a bit. So that's the basic makeup of the patches. So it's quite simple, isn't it, Steve? There's an info tab as well over here that tells you
A little bit of information about each patch.
probably worth looking at, I reckon, just to get a
if you're
handle on
wondering.
what it's all doing.
About.
The original concept for Scatterbox was thought up by a long-time collaborator of ours, Kurt Godfrey, and we thought that sounds like an awesome idea. We were going to develop that, and we did. What do you think?
I think it's awesome.
It is, isn't it? So now we get to the broken organ, and named because it sounds like if you just play it.
It's like an old school organ. If you hold a note down, it just develops into really beautiful
bendy.
And in fact,
And if you notice, over here now, it
yeah.
doesn't say tuned and original, it says sliced and stretched. And that's to do with whether to make any rhythmic stuff play in tempo, we've either put beat machine sliced or stretched using time machine. And also then how we've treated the different mics is these mics here have a 16th slice, these ones have an 8th, and these have a quarter. So you get the really nice, you get to dictate how much of that you want, how rhythmically you'd like it to play. Very nice. And then of course you can transpose any of the mics up or down. Moving right along. There's a rotary version and a rhythmic version. Anything else you want to show on that? Now we've tried to give them some name to give you some relevance. So they were organs. So now we get to some chromatic ones, which are just long actual notes laid out chromatically on a keyboard. Do something. What's the rhythm do? Oh, it's got a release note as well on this one. Let's hear that release note. Okay, chromatic harmonic. So adds a chromatic add harmonic. Good. Easy to understand names really, aren't they, that we came up with. These are good. Again, let's just hear the different. So here's a nice distant room kind of. Take up or down. Or this very close mic. Beginning.
Okay, these ones are sort of just individual performances that are kind of good starting points for things. This one also has the addition of a tonic fader, which introduces a kind of harmonic root to the sound. So
here's a tonic.
So it's a tone that just kind of relates in some way to the pitch of the sample.
Now we get to this section called mic spins. And these are what they say, spinning a microphone in front of a guitar amp and recording it from a number of mic positions. I think this safely was what this is, Steve.
Yeah.
They sound like this.
So just rhythmic.
Again, you have the sliced if you want to make more of the... Hold that one down, I'll just show you. Here is... I can tune it down. And you can... Hard to go wrong, really. And
so there are a couple of those.
One that says random, and these ones aren't actually...
Basically they're just random.
That's very much a rusty swing, that one. Rusty. No. We missed one. We missed the combo.
All right.
Completely different one.
Yeah.
Green keys, blue keys, what do they do?
The green, so each side has the same bank of samples which you can select. So you just mix and match them. So the left-hand side is the green keys. And
Let's hear a green one.
Okay.
Let's hear you. Okay, well, you're going to pull out one of those, are you? I could do this.
Oh, that hurt. Ow.
I don't even like that one. I'm going to do a different one.
Me too.
I'm going to change my sound. The whole thing with this, you change your sounds. I'm going to go and try that one.
Okay.
Are you happy with yours? Do you want me to change it?
Oh, it's yours.
Yeah, don't touch mine, mate. I'm going to take an executive decision and change Steve's for him. Let's hear that one. This one's good. I like this one. Play it. You should be able to make something of that.
Oh, it's really long, that's all. Can I have a new one?
Sure. That's the thing, Steve. If I had to mini. What about this one? What do you got? So many things you can do with that. Okay, nasty. That's enough.
Nasty.
And this just has, what is it? Phantoms.
Phantoms. This was another idea of Kirk's actually. He came up with the idea for this patch too, which is
Very
brilliant.
nice. It works really well with the other patches because what it's got, Steve, is these green keys are playing a bass. Can you play me a bass? The purple keys play major chords and the blue keys play minor chords. So, and then you have the big ability to, like, if you play that, or be quite a close, you can get way more room on it. Until if you just want room, you can have just room. So really kind of useful for just kind of helping out, really. I can see the problem there.
Yeah.
Too much scatterbox.
A little bit too much.
Yeah. Yeah, that sorted that out.
Yeah.
Thanks. I like this one too, Steve. I like all of them.
So again, more just abstract loops.
No, stop for a moment, Steve. It's not just abstract loops. It's silence. If you want, or if you want to hear something, you can come up an octave and play it here. Hence the name Tinks.
Oh.
Is that working for you? So I don't need to add this.
Well, you could.
What's the mod wheel doing? Playing a rhythm. we're talking. It's a great instrument for duets, as we've found. Trash. The last one is called Trash.
So you've got the same samples from here to here. The upper couple of octaves are looped, as opposed to single events down here.
And that's the whole lot. But before we finish, it's probably worth saying you get the whole lot again as multis for a surround. So as long as you can put your door out a 5.1...
You're a quad, anyway.
A quad,
Yeah.
then the far mics will go to your back speakers and some interesting surround things will happen.
Yeah.
So I can't show you that in this walkthrough, so I'm not going to. So that, I think that's about it, isn't it, Steve?
I think it is. We've dealt with multis.
Run the gamut.
I think the gamut has been run.
Okay, so as you can see, I don't know what you can see.
I'm Steve.
I'm Dave, we're from MODWHEEL, and you've been watching and listening to their newest library, Feedback. We'll take you out on this, because
Are you still with us?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm still here. Are you still with us? Are you still with us? Are you still there?